Apparently, Tesla is introducing a new Model 3 headlight and a power trunk. Is this an actual fact or is this myth? The reason I'm bringing this up is because this has popped up in my social media feed, especially on Twitter. This really has come a long way, and constantly I'm seeing it more and more popping up. I'm also noticing that this is the news is broken, but the whole point here is that we don't really know if it's true or if it's just a rumor for the time being. So let's get into that. If this is your first time here, my name is Gabby. I deal with Tesla, EV, basically I just discussed stuff relating to EVs and Tesla. So if you are interested, consider subscribing, consider hitting that notification bell and turning your notifications on. And so let's talk about today's topic. Let's get the intro started and get right into it. To me, this is a very interesting news because for the Tesla Model 3, the power trunk has been something a lot of people talked about, and a lot of people were very curious if that's ever going to come true, and is that going to be something that really ultimately is going to be part of the Model 3. I know that Elon Musk actually did point out the fact that there's talks about it doing it, I believe it in China for those vehicles. I don't know much about anything else. I haven't heard anything here. What's more interesting is the fact that there's talks about a new headlight, and the headlight is not crazy different, but it is quite a bit different. I'm gonna post up some pictures. This is something that I've seen online now. I kind of tried to search it down for you guys and kind of go down and see, okay, what is this all about? I found a little bit more information on driveteslacanada.ca, and they do have some pictures that basically show some of the differences and the way that the strut is for the power trunk. Now, this is all a huge assumption. I am not particularly convinced that this is going to happen. But at the same time, Tesla, we know, changes things up all the time. This, however, is something that I think would be, to a degree, quite a bit useful with regards to the power trunk. I know on my Model S, I love having the power trunk. Although I have to ask, is it really all that necessary? And is this something that, most people really truly want? However, I can tell you that asking that question is kind of redundant because this is one of those scenarios where I talk to a lot of people at superchargers, especially Model 3 owners, and I'm finding that a lot of Model 3 owners, that's kind of something that they keep bringing up with regards to the power trunk. Is it, they kind of wish it was there. Honestly, it's a really tough scenario to judge, because a lot of people who I ask right after the fact, okay, so why do you wish that was there? And you get some silly answers like, oh, I'm just lazy. You got some other answers which are, it would be more useful for me as, going shopping and doing those kind of things. Although I have to point out, for the Model 3, there is no key fob. So I am not a Model 3 owner, but I have to ask. I mean, do you take out your phone every time and just go there and open trunk? No, probably not. I don't see it if it's really that usable, but I do see it the usability, just going to your car and just pushing a button and then the trunk opens up. That I can see where that can be very useful. And I guess when you get back in the car, you can push the button and then the trunk closes. That's at least how it is in the Model S, but we can do it from the remote as well. I think ultimately this is a very interesting scenario, and like I said, I keep seeing it it just popped up out of nowhere a lot on my Twitter feed especially. But it's going to be an interesting thing to see if this is something that Tesla will do. A power trunk and a new headlight. Now, the new headlight is, to me, it's really, really strange, because I think the Model 3 headlight is a gorgeous headlight. And I don't understand what would be the reasoning to change the headlights on the Model 3. I just don't understand what they would be doing to make a change to it. So I'm very, very curious to see the progress on this. I'd love to see if any of you out there that are taking delivery of your Model 3 anytime soon, or you have a friend of yours who's taking delivery of a Model 3. Let me know if there's any key changes. One of the biggest ones, obviously, is to see if there's a power trunk. And number two, it's to see if the headlight has changed from, I guess, what you would call norm. I'm very, very interested in seeing it. So yeah, SummonTesla@gmail.com. Send me some information. If you have anything, I'd love to know about it. I'd love to put a new video out about it. So it should be quite interesting to see how that's going to work out. But yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, well, with that said, this is a short video today, but I think it's really worth I thought I would just bring to a lot of you guys your attention. Those of you who are going to be, I guess, a little bit frustrated, because I know a number of you, especially the subscribers, you guys were, one of your biggest complaints was the fact that your car did not have a power trunk. And if all of a sudden this was going to be a thing and it's going to be included, I'm so sorry. And if it's going to be included as part of, in the package of people who are buying Tesla, Model 3s today, I know some of you guys are not going to like it. But I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys see, and give me your opinions. I really want to know. I mean, is that going to be a game changer for the Model 3, really? Having a power trunk and having a new headlight. I don't think it's gonna. The headlight, I don't understand. I don't know why that's even a thing. But the power trunk, I can definitely see that it might impact some people. I do happen to know people who basically one of their, it did come up in conversations where they're saying, well, if the car had a power trunk, it would have swayed them a little bit towards buying a car. So it's I don't understand it personally, but I'd love to know your opinions. I'd love to know what you guys have to say about it. What specifically would change, by the trunk being a power trunk? I don't know. I've driven cars in my life a lot without power trunks. It really didn't change much for me. Was it a convenience aspect? I guess there's a little bit of convenience, but overall, it's not the end of the world. And it's kind of weird that Tesla would do it now. Like I said, there was talks from Elon about this. So I am very curious to see if it's going to happen. More than likely, if this would be happening, it would be sometime like, the September, October, November, December deliveries of the Model 3. I think that's when we're going to see this all come out, if this is in fact true. Once again, I was looking at the information. I tried to search for a lot of information about it, but there's not a lot. Everybody who has been posting about it, they've been basically posting the same thing. I consider it to be a rumor at this point. There's nothing showing me that it's not. And I think ultimately we'll have to just wait and see. But I want to know your opinions, I'm curious what you guys think of that, and if that would have been a game changer for some of you or not. Okay, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and turn your notifications on if you guys don't want to miss any of the future videos. I truly appreciate your support. I'm trying to get the channel up to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible, because at that point there's a few more options released to me on YouTube, which I currently do not have, so I cannot communicate with you guys the same way. So help me out there, subscribe to the channel, and with that said, do me a favor everybody, drive safe, stay safe. Thank you for watching. Bye.